In the ancient days of the garden lands, the potato clan stood with peaceful hands, strong in their spirit, brave and kind, the greatest friends you could ever find. But a shadow fell from the crimson side when the Tomato army marched in pride. They raided the fields in a sudden storm, leaving the clan no place to keep warm. The potato of war lost his mother that night as the fence board broke in the fading light. His father was gone, his friends were lost, a peaceful people paying the cost. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The tomatoes wept beneath the sun. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. But the tomatoes carried a heavy heart, for a hidden hand had pulled them apart. The cucumbers whispered a clever lie, saying the potatoes will strike from on high. Tricked by the words of the green-skinned foe, the tomatoes had dealt a mistaken blow. 15 years passed in sorrow and strain, and the potatoes changed through the grief and pain. A strange green glow began to awake, the very essence the cucumbers wanted to take. Into the cucumber lands they went, on righting the wrongs their spirits were bent. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The tomatoes wept beneath the sun. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The tomatoes marched to the very same place to confront the cucumbers face to face. But confusion rose in the central zone, where the true identities weren't quite known. Blinded by anger and caught in the fray, the tomatoes swept the green potatoes away. They thought they were fighting the cucumber crew, and realized too late what they'd managed to do. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done, and the tomatoes wept beneath the sun. Then a bus rolled in with a chew for sound. Old Mango Allays came jumping down. They danced and they cheered with a lively stride, to lift up the spirits of those who cried. Together they marched to the cucumber floor, and ended the threat of the enemy's lore. Yet justice demanded a price must be paid for the double conflict the tomatoes had made. So off to the garden cells they went, for the rules of the land could never be bent. Now hundreds of years have vanished away, an old tomato teacher's dance today. Before the chalkboard he takes his place, to look at each youthful wide-eyed face. He tells the tale of the ancient past, and the students sit completely aghast, bombarded by history, stunned by the view of the wildest story the garden ever knew. The potatoes were gone, the damage was done. The potatoes were gone, the damage was the potatoes were gone.